by LaWanda Robertson. The Apollo program, also known as Project Apollo, was the third human spaceflight program carried out by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, better known to us as NASA. Although the Apollo program was conceived in the early 1960s during the Eisenhower administration, it was later dedicated to President John F. Kennedy's national goal of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth. July 20th, 1969, the Apollo program was responsible for landing the first humans on the moon. Kennedy's goal was accomplished on the Apollo 11 mission when astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. In 1972, near the end of the Apollo space program, President Nixon announced that NASA would develop a reusable space shuttle. The shuttle would consist of an orbiter, two solid rocket boosters, and an external fuel tank, thus coined the term Space Shuttle. The officials of NASA had the idea of a space shuttle that could launch like a rocket but deliver and land like an airplane. After many years of construction and testing, a reusable spacecraft with two solid rocket boosters and an external fuel tank was ready to fly. Four shuttles were made: Columbia, Discovery, Atlantis, and Challenger. The first flight was in 1980 with a Space Shuttle Columbia. The final shuttle mission was completed with the landing of Atlantis on July 21st, 2011. This video will begin with a documentary of NASA's first launch of a Space Shuttle Columbia. Using the special effects of picture-in-picture, the video ends by displaying simultaneously the first shuttle launch of Columbia on the left and the last shuttle launch of Atlantis on the bottom right, marking the beginning and ending of 30 years of Space Shuttle program.
Sunday, April 12, 1981, Kennedy Space Center, Florida. The Space Shuttle, 14 stories high, 2,000 tons, poised on the pad for its maiden flight. This is Columbia, the spaceship that will orbit the Earth. Its external tank, it holds over 500,000 gallons of fuel for Columbia's three main engines. And the solid rocket boosters, the largest ever used on any launch vehicle and the first to be employed in a U.S. manned flight. At liftoff, the solid rocket boosters, together with the three main engines, will unleash more than 6.5 million pounds of thrust needed to launch the world's first reusable spacecraft. Never before has a winged vehicle been launched like a rocket, orbited the Earth, returned through frictional heating in excess of 2,500 degrees, and landed, still aerodynamically sound, to be launched again and again. If it succeeds, the Space Shuttle will truly be a remarkable flying machine.
Atlantis, this is OTC. This day has been over 30 years in the making. There have been many fabulous missions throughout the years. On behalf of KSC launch teams, past and present, we salute the entire astronaut corps for their dedication, not only for our expanded knowledge of the universe, but for the improvements you have contributed to on Earth. Have an excellent mission and Godspeed.
CLSS go for orbiter APU start.
CLT, OTC, perform APU start.
NR, OTC, PLT, triggered APUs.
Copy, triggered APU.
OTC, PLT, no unexpected errors.
Copy that. Flight crew OTC, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow.
CLS says go for auto sequence start.